What if I told you that artificial intelligence just took a quantum leap from high school proficiency to PhD-level expertise overnight? Sounds wild, right? But that's exactly what's happening with OpenAI's brand new models, O1 and O1 Mini. These models aren't just smarter. They're thinking more like humans, solving complex problems with unprecedented accuracy. Today we are going to review the recent announcement of OpenAI, and I will show you 10 mind-blowing features of O1 Preview and O1 Mini. Stick around because today we're diving deep into what makes these models so revolutionary and why this could be the start of something truly game-changing in AI. Imagine for a second that you have a machine that doesn't just give you answers, it gives you answers after really thinking about them. That's the vision behind OpenAI's O1 series, which is not just faster or more efficient than previous models like GPT-4, but fundamentally different in how it approaches problem solving. For years, we've watched AI models improve in tasks like generating text or answering questions, but the O1 series takes things to another level. These models are designed to spend more time thinking before they respond, much like a person would. It's like comparing a student who quickly scribbles down answers on a test without much thought to one who carefully considers each question, reviews their work, and then submits a polished response. Which one would you trust more? This leap means we're no longer dealing with an AI that just reacts. Now it can reason. OpenAI has introduced this as a core feature in O1, and it opens up a world of possibilities for more thoughtful, accurate, and context-aware responses. So whether you're asking about complex scientific formulas or detailed coding problems, the AI won't just jump to conclusions. It'll think through the problem carefully before answering. So, what does all this extra thinking really mean in practical terms? Well, the numbers don't lie. One of the most exciting developments with O1 is its performance on academic benchmarks. Let's face it, earlier AI models like GPT-4 were incredibly powerful, but they had their limits, especially when it came to highly technical fields like advanced mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology. But here's where things get crazy. In OpenAI's own words, in our tests, the next model update performs similarly to PhD students on challenging benchmark tasks in physics, chemistry, and biology. This is absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about an AI model that can now rival experts with years of experience in some of the most complex fields of study. To give you a concrete example, in a qualifying exam for the International Mathematics Olympiad, a test designed to stump the brightest young math minds in the world, GPT-4 only managed to solve 13% of the problems correctly. The O1 model, on the other hand, scored a whopping 83%. That's not just an incremental improvement, it's a leap. This isn't just about solving basic problems either. These benchmarks include tasks that would take human experts hours, maybe even days, to figure out. Whether it's advanced calculus, quantum mechanics, or biochemistry, O1 has shown it can handle it all. It's essentially like having an AI PhD student in your pocket, available at a moment's notice to solve high-level problems. Now here's where the magic really happens. O1 doesn't just spit out answers based on the data it's been trained on. Instead, it uses a technique called chain-of-thought reasoning. Think of it like this. When you're faced with a difficult problem, you don't just jump to an answer, right? You break it down. Think about each part carefully, consider various angles, and maybe even change your approach midway through. That's exactly what O1 is doing under the hood. According to OpenAI, we train these models to spend more time thinking through problems before they respond. This sounds simple, but it's a massive shift. Instead of an instant response, O1 will take its time, refine its thinking process, and even try different strategies until it arrives at the best possible answer. This is like watching a chess grandmaster consider every possible move before making a decision. The result? More accurate and thoughtful responses, especially when faced with complicated, multi-layered questions. This new approach is especially valuable in fields like coding, science, and mathematics, where one wrong step can lead to completely wrong conclusions. If you've ever spent hours trying to debug a piece of code, you know how frustrating and time-consuming it can be. Now imagine having an AI that doesn't just write code, but also thinks through the logic and debugging process before finalizing it. That's the power O1 brings to the table, and if you're a developer, you'll appreciate this next part. In Codeforce's competitions, highly regarded contests used to evaluate advanced programming skills, O1 managed to reach the 89th percentile. To put that into perspective, this means that O1 performed better than nearly 90% of human coders competing in the same contest. Whether it's debugging a tricky piece of JavaScript or generating complex Python algorithms, O1 has it covered. OpenAI put it succinctly: the O1 series excels at accurately generating and debugging complex code. And the best part? As the AI gets better and better, the tedious parts of coding, debugging, optimizing, rewriting are all getting automated. This could speed up the entire software development process, making coders more efficient and creative by allowing them to focus on higher-level tasks instead of getting bogged down in the details. We're not just talking about basic coding here. We're talking about AI that can handle the intricacies of large-scale software development, from writing multi-step workflows to executing complicated algorithms, all while minimizing errors. O1 is essentially becoming a full-stack coder in its own right, capable of transforming the way we approach software development. With this immense new power, though, comes the need for control. OpenAI is deeply aware of the ethical implications of increasingly powerful AI models, and that's why safety is a top priority with the O1 series. This isn't just about making AI safer, it's about making it smarter in understanding its limitations and responsibilities. The new safety measures take full advantage of O1's reasoning capabilities. Instead of simply following pre-programmed rules, O1 can now reason about the safety guidelines it's given. This is crucial for ensuring that the AI remains aligned with human values, even when faced with attempts to manipulate or jailbreak its responses. OpenAI explains, "We developed a new safety training approach that harnesses their reasoning capabilities to make them adhere to safety and alignment guidelines." To put this in perspective, previous models like GPT-4 scored 22 out of 100 on OpenAI's hardest jailbreaking tests, where users tried to bypass its safety features. O1 Preview, on the other hand, scored an impressive 84. This shows just how much more robust and reliable the new model is when it comes to sticking to ethical guidelines. For the average user, this means O1 is much harder to manipulate into giving harmful or inappropriate answers. It's not just following a script, it's understanding the importance of safety in its responses. This sets a new standard for AI alignment and ethical use, making it one of the safest models we've seen so far. Not everyone needs an AI that takes its time to solve advanced problems. Sometimes, speed is more important than depth, and that's where O1 Mini comes in. Think of it as the leaner, faster sibling of O1. While O1 excels at tackling the most complex tasks, O1 Mini is designed for quicker, more efficient performance, especially in tasks like coding. What's particularly exciting about O1 Mini is that it's 80% cheaper than O1 Preview, according to OpenAI. This makes it a highly cost-effective solution for many use cases, especially for startups or small businesses that don't need the full power of O1 but still want advanced AI capabilities. O1 Mini is optimized for faster responses without sacrificing too much on performance. It might not think as deeply as O1, but for many tasks, that extra thinking isn't always necessary. This model provides a faster, cheaper alternative that's still smarter than GPT-4 and other previous iterations. Now, let's talk about the real-world impact. Imagine using O1 to solve the kinds of problems that once took teams of researchers and months of work to complete. That's where the real promise of these models comes into play. Whether it's in healthcare, physics, or software development, O1 has the potential to revolutionize how we tackle complex, multidisciplinary challenges. For example, healthcare researchers could use O1 to analyze vast data sets from cell sequencing to identify patterns that lead to breakthroughs in treatments. Physicists can rely on O1 to generate complicated mathematical formulas needed for advanced theories in quantum mechanics. And developers? They can build multi-step workflows in a fraction of the time it used to take. OpenAI points out that these enhanced reasoning capabilities can be particularly useful in fields that require deep, multi-layered problem-solving. O1 is not just a tool, it's a collaborator, bringing PhD-level thinking to a variety of fields that demand the highest level of expertise. One of the most fascinating features of O1 is something users don't even see. It's called the hidden chain of thought. While previous models like GPT-4 could perform certain tasks by predicting the next word or sentence, O1 takes this a step further by breaking down each problem into smaller, more manageable steps internally. OpenAI explains, "The hidden chain of thought allows us to read the mind of the model and understand its thought process. This means that the model is going through a series of internal reasoning steps before it even begins to provide an answer. Think of it like watching a chess player carefully consider all the possible moves before making a decision." What's especially interesting is how this chain of thought could allow for monitoring the AI's internal logic, helping developers understand not just what the AI is doing, but how it's doing it. This feature could have major implications for improving transparency in AI decision-making, especially in critical applications like healthcare, law, and finance. Let's break down some numbers because, after all, the proof is in the data. On tasks designed to challenge the brightest high school math students in America, GPT-4 scored just 13%, while O1 Preview managed a far more impressive 56%. And when it came to PhD-level science problems, O1 Preview scored a remarkable 78.3%, surpassing GPT-4. These aren't just technical details, they represent a fundamental shift in how AI models can be used. These benchmarks demonstrate O1's ability to think and reason through highly complex tasks, outperforming not just previous AI models, but in some cases, human experts too. From coding competitions to academic benchmarks, O1 is setting new standards for what AI can achieve, and it's exciting to think about where this will lead us in the future. So, where do we go from here? OpenAI sees O1 as just the beginning of a new wave of AI development. According to them, this is a preview, and we expect regular updates and improvements. The next steps will likely include integrating even more capabilities like browsing, file and image uploading, and advanced multimodal inputs, making O1 even more powerful and versatile. This isn't just about answering questions anymore. We're entering an era where AI will be able to reason and collaborate with humans on a much deeper level. From scientific discoveries to creative problem-solving, O1 represents a whole new frontier in AI technology. If you're as excited as I am about the future of AI and what models like O1 and O1 and Mini can bring to the table, let's keep this conversation going. Let me know in the comments what you think about this leap in AI capabilities. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more insights into the ever-evolving world of AI and self-improvement. And if you want to explore more ways AI is transforming our world, be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching and stay curious.